Hey, how's it going? This is Cornbro channel, and we're discussing a new topics on Bitcoin that everybody should know about. It's a little bit of the history of Bitcoin, and basically it's a story of how it rose to the high pricing that we have today. Particularly important is the discussion of the geopolitical and economic crisis that extended from the 2008 a little bit, um, that helped people discover Bitcoin as a evolving role as a store value protection and life-saving store value protection, as we see through the years of many geopolitical economic problems around the world. All right, so we see that um, Bitcoin came about like after 2008 crisis as almost as like a response to corruption of government institutions and financial institutions, where you have the feature of Bitcoin that you can transact financial value without needing these corrupt institutions shown to be corrupt and harming people. So that's a feature of Bitcoin: transact privately with privacy, and so forth like that with the blockchain technology. So the problem with the 2008 extended to the European countries called the PIIGS. Is the acronym um, for the first country: Portugal, Italy, Greece, and Spain, and a little bit of Ireland as well. During the debt crisis, particularly during the Portugal times, um, it harmed a lot of people's value. Some of these countries were panicking. Um, and particularly like around Portugal's time, um, a lot of people were like panicking and the economy wasn't doing well, and they wanted to protect themselves into basically um, flight to safety, which is to the US dollars traditionally and also to gold. But you didn't have that much opportunity to do that around that time. Gold, you cannot carry that much with you, and there were like regulators of the U.S. hawking down on USD, flight to USD. So when naturally they discovered and hit on Bitcoin, that's when it started out. Bitcoin hit $100 a unit, over $100 a unit because of the Portugal crisis, due to the pigs. All right. So you understand right now, this is the new evolving road that happens to hit on Bitcoin. When Portugal had problems during the pigs era, and people were transferring the value from traditional currencies and assets into Bitcoin, and that's what initially pushed Bitcoin over $100 a unit. All right, so we move forward from that. As you know, there's many turmoils, and the next significant event was the Venezuela, where Hugo Chavez went away, and the country went into turmoil with corrupt politicians, and extended to now. This is what pushed Bitcoin as it proven itself as a life-saving value store from the Portugal times, in the pigs times, to more recently this year. That's what pushed it, because it had proven itself, pushed it to over $2,000 a unit for Bitcoin due to the Venezuela problems. What you see, like Venezuelans are turning to Bitcoin mining and so forth like that. Let's see the some of the images from the Portugal pigs. You know, these are some of the images for the pigs. and Bitcoin. And we see some of these images for Venezuela and Bitcoin. You see the adoption of Bitcoin is picking up. And there's a lot of graphics about Venezuela, being a lot of the smart guys, smart bros, with young families, able to transfer their value into Bitcoin. And they're able to buy food over the internet using Bitcoin. And that's what's been powering the rapid rise since the $2,000 a unit of Bitcoin to now. And then we move forward. It's a Zimbabwe. About a couple of weeks ago, when the corrupt president of the Zimbabwe, fired the successor for the presidency, and caused the military to take over Zimbabwe temporarily. And due to this, the smart guys transferred the value to Bitcoin and traded as high as $13,000 in November 16, while all the other localities were below 10 grand. So you see, after this happened, the possibility of Bitcoin trading above 10 grand and beyond to above 13,000 to 16,000 to 17,000 was possible to many people because of Zimbabwe. So we see some images. The panic in the country caused a lot of people to transfer their value, as you can see. And the gist of my final point of this development has been the Koreas, North Korea and South Korea. We don't know for certainty how long the dynamics of the Bitcoin has been developing in the Koreas. But we do know for sure right now, North Korea holding a lot of cryptocurrencies. And they have been playing brinksmanship of a war with the United States and causing panic and uncertainty for the South Korean that knew about what's holding with the North Korean, because they're still technically at conflict. So you can see right now the Koreans actually may have been playing the Bitcoin game for a very long time, maybe even beyond the PIIGS time. But we just find out right now, Korea, North Koreans, no, North Korean government is holding Bitcoin, and South Korean in competition to North Korea actually is trading Bitcoin $1,000 above the current trading live prices in other localities, where they're able to willing to pay a premium or at least $1,000 above for current market price for Bitcoin to as a life saving value store for them to, like in the same story as Venezuela and also Zimbabwe. So there you have it, folks. This is the development time of the pricing of Bitcoin from the early times of PIIGS, where Portugal were happening troubles, to Venezuela, to Zimbabwe, to Korea that we discover right now. So this is very important. As we have going to proceed to unknown geopolitical events, more and more people and localities would turn to Bitcoin for their life-saving value store. And that's the gist of it, folks. The evolving role of Bitcoin being a global reserve, flight to safety. All right, everybody, thank you for listening. And this is Cornbro. Hopefully you learn more after you view this video, that you understand the geopolitical economic dynamics affecting the pricing of Bitcoin and the strong demand of Bitcoin. Happy holidays.